Hello, all you seekers of voices. Welcome, welcome. We are back for episode 3. Yes, 3. And today we are joined by Calista Iman. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Right, as it is a voice actor stream, the first thing is to just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and let us know what you usually do and just a little bit about yourself really, just introduce you.
So my name is Calista Iman, and I am a voice actress based out of Atlanta. I'm kind of still fairly new to things. I mean, I got into it in 2023, but took like a substantial break, and now I'm kind of just getting back into the swing of things because this is what I want to do. I have a focus in video games. I would love to be primarily a video game voice actress, motion capture, just kind of learn all of that. But I'm also really big on doing animations and comic dubs. So that's definitely my niche. Voice range, can't tell, obviously very high. So I do get a lot of like kid roles kind of thrown out to me, but I've gotten a lot of like princessy roles as well. So that's kind of like the realm I'm being kept in at the time. But I can, switch it up if I need to, and it's a lot of fun to switch it up. It's a good challenge for me to like, try and deepen my voice and be more sultry if I need to. But
Mm.
really, I just love being able to do whatever a director asks of me. It's so cool to bring a character to life like that. Like it's always gonna be so cool.
Do you know something? Because I've got a bit of a deeper voice, I do find it a little difficult to go a certain range. Like, if I want to go high, it really does make my throat really close up sometimes,
Oh,
especially if I do it for a long time. So, if I'm doing light voices, I have to think really carefully, can I keep this up without hurting myself?
oh
But
my goodness.
yeah, they always tell you to be careful when you come up with a voice for a character. You have to make sure if you can hold it up without doing any vocal damage. Because once your
Mm-hmm.
voice is gone, that's your career gone. So you have to be very careful.
I know. Every time I got sick recently, and I was so sad because I had a callback due that day, and I was like, I'm ill. I can't do it.
Oh, that's the hardest. One of the things I really try is I really wish on every fibre of my being that I never get sick because I miss out on so many auditions when I get sick.
I know. And it's that time too. I don't know how it is where you live, but over in Atlanta specifically, the weather has been literally the same day it'll be 80 degrees, and then later that night it's like 48. So my body is not used to that at all. So we get sick pretty often.
British winters are pretty much very cold, very wet all the time.
Oh man.
If you do get a sunny day, it can still be pretty cold, and the winter sun is very glaring, not easy on the eyes. So it's not a ton better, but at least you're not getting wet through. But it can be pretty cold, especially if there's frost. But yep. But we're starting to get spring flowers now, and it's warming up a little, so we're getting a little better
Oh,
now.
yay! I always love seeing the trees come back to life and all the flowers start to sprout. It's so wonderful.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? Okay, so first thing I wanted to ask, what made you want to do voice acting? I mean, I know you say you're relatively new to it, but what was it that made you want to really just go for it?
Well, I guess we can start with like the initial inspiration, which was when I first saw The Last of Us. I think I was like nine or yeah, I was nine when that game came out. Um, and Ashley Johnson, I really can't tell you what it was about her performance, but it really just it struck a chord with me, and it kind of made me want to look into voice acting as a career because I'd always seen like Brizzy Voices. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Anna Brisbane, she's an amazing voice actress. She had a Pokemon impersonation video that I also really love, but I kind of in my head put it as like, oh, this is like a YouTube thing I could do down the line. Not necessarily I could be in the shows that I like to watch. So, just kind of throughout life, I've kept that in the back of my head. These two really impressive women who, are inspirations to me. They showed me something that I didn't know I could do before. And just a little more background, my family actually is like kind of in the music industry a bit. So everybody really pushed me to be more of a singer or do some type of music-based thing. So I kind of had like that audio knowledge as like a basis to go off of, and never considered, I could just act instead. So fast forward a couple of years to COVID, and The Last of Us Part Two is coming out, and I got really into looking at the behind the scenes for that as well.
Mm.
And I had ended up coming across the website Behind the Voices, and they had casting calls still at that time. And long gone are the casting calls on that website, but I looked through there and I was like, wait, this is something I can do. It's accessible to me. Even as I think I was like 16 or 17 at the time, I was like, if I can be able to just Google it, I can do it. So, did some more research that night. I found Closing Credits, which is a voice acting school. Waited until I could save up enough money to take my first course, and through that, everybody was able to kind of give me the very basic tools that I needed to get into it.
Wow. I mean, everybody has their own starting story, and the ones that I've heard so far, they're always so unique and so different. And I mean, honestly, I really think yours is very lovely to hear. Really, I think it's
Oh, yay.
yeah, it's really lovely. I mean, to be inspired just by something that's something that you really enjoy. That's where most people tend to start, but the fact that it really brought you up to it and thought, I can do this, that's honestly an inspiration in itself. It shows anyone can do it if they have the mentality for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's another thing too. I did have some people kind of doubting me because I am black. So I had a lot of people kind of in my ear telling me that wasn't the space for me essentially. And I think I kind of pushed myself to do it more so out of spite as well.
Yeah.
I was like, "What do you mean I can't do it? Cree Summer exists. Donald Glover exists. Like we can do it. I'm gonna show you that I can do it and I can do it well."
Oh yeah, Cree Summer is a massive, massive voice actor veteran. She's done loads of voices. I mean, she's done number 5 in Codename Kids Next Door, Susie Carmichael in the Rugrats, Penny Gadget, Inspector Gadget. She's just whole huge portfolio she has, and she's still going now, and it's incredible. I mean,
I know.
it's hard not to be. Like I say, black or not, it's very hard to not be inspired by her. She's
Absolutely.
incredible. Um,
She just wows me.
yeah, I mean, in the idea of when people say to you, well, I don't think it's for you and all that. Well, the way the voice acting world has been recently is they are much more diverse than they were. They're more open to actors matching the character now. So you're definitely coming in at a right time, honestly. There'll be a lot of roles for you guaranteed.
Yeah, fingers crossed I can get them.
Oh, definitely. Okay, so have you done auditions yet by any chance?
I have, yeah. I've been kind of like up. I've had a recent uptake in the auditions that I've been trying to do. Really, just kind of throwing my hat wherever I can. Um, it's definitely been a bit nerve wracking though, getting back into it because I think I've been taking a couple of acting classes and I've really heard this new kind of motif come up that wasn't a thing in 2023 or 2024,
Hmm.
that auditioning is your job, not voice acting. And I don't know if it's because we're mostly remote now, but it's been a big push to look at auditioning as a job. So I think I've kind of felt a bit more pressure to go out and audition. So I definitely have been doing it.
Mm. Now, the thing I've learned recently about that same phrasing, part of that is true. It is part of the job, but it's not the only part. Another big part is networking, which is when you meet other voice actors, make friends, and I mean, you can, like, get to learn things from each other that way. I mean, sometimes you can exchange auditions if you're allowed to, if it's not a private one. But you can exchange
Mm-hmm.
auditions, say, oh, this audition pops up. I think maybe you could do this. They'll send you a little message and say, I think you could do this. And then you could give it a go. Well, there's people who've done that to me sometimes. You could also sign on to voice acting rosters as well when they open up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if social media is a good place to find a lot of voice actors. You follow them, you get to know them. I mean, I'm not one who's brilliant for talking to people. I'm not brilliant at it. Socialization isn't that great for me. But
I get it.
you sometimes as hard as it is, you have to push past that.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that, especially with us being remote. Like, our main thing is talking to each other. We have to, use Discord, use Twitter. We are constantly moved by speaking. We're not sitting in a room listening to a speaker anymore. We are all directly interacting with each other. And it definitely is nerve wracking, especially because there's, that kind of unspoken air that we know we're doing this 4-hour jobs, but also you don't want it to feel like I'm just here to get you to, co-sign me if I need it. Like, I do want to build that connection. And I think that is like, it's really, really difficult to feel like you are coming off as authentic as you feel like you are.
Oh yeah. Another thing other voice actors will teach you is the red flags to look out for, because there's a few of those. Have you come across any during auditioning at all that you've noticed or felt a bit uneasy about?
I do know very, very recently there was a bit of a blow up on Twitter over this actually. There's a casting call, and they were requiring people to like be in a Discord server and appear pretty often, and it was just very it was asking a lot. And I remember I had first read it and I was like, I would love to audition for it, but I don't know if I have the time to dedicate to it. So I just kind of put it to the side for a little bit, and then like 3 days later, everybody was like, "Hey guys, don't you think this is a little weird that they're considering or making us do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is a little odd, isn't it?" And everybody kind of came together and had a really good dialogue about the red flags. And if you see something like that and it doesn't feel quite right to you, maybe just scroll past it, because your intuition usually is right.
Because there was, I did actually come across that one you're talking about. I do know which one you mean. And I do, because I follow a lot of people who go for similar auditions. There was a lot of reblogs on Blue Sky in particular saying they require you to join a Discord server. Don't do this. It sounds a bit off. And it's like, oh, everybody gets it. And I'm like, okay. And I started sharing it and saying, if you don't want to just join a random Discord server, you shouldn't have to get a job. So, yeah. But there's a lot of indie things out there. Not like a proper official indie lot. I mean, I get it. Working as a single person on a project is really difficult and it can cost you a bit of money to do. But don't feel like you have to say to somebody, oh, you have to be in a Discord server. They shouldn't. Because I have a webcomic out, and I've got 4 voice actors who are voicing my characters in there. And they, when I put the audition out, I just put it as a full open audition. I said, there's no strings attached. You don't have to join a server. All you've got to do is I just got to know what your email is and just be, just send them back the recordings as soon as you can. There's no time limit or anything. Just, I'm in no hurry to get them done. Just send them out when you can do them, and I'll let you know if it's okay, and I'll pay you. I don't pay them a lot, but I mean, they're only short, so I don't pay them a lot, and I do wish I could pay them more, honestly, but money's so tight for everybody right now.
Yeah, definitely.
No, if I ever get the chance in the future, I would definitely pay them more if I ever get the chance. Absolutely. They deserve so much. They've done so much for me. I really, really want to give them more.
Man, I'm really interested now. Can you send me the link to that when we're done?
Oh, I will do, yeah, definitely. For anybody else out there listening, I know it's not about me, but it's called Shelly Kitten. You can find it, the dub, on the YouTube channel called Shelly Kitten Series, and you can also find it on Newgrounds under Shelly Kitten, where you can read all the current pages that are up to date. They're just little simple slice of life single page comics, but there is a small art coming up if you're interested. A bit of romance going on, but it's up to you if you want to read it.
Definitely, I'm intrigued. I will be reading that. Thank you.
Yeah. Hint of the name, they're all cats. So.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness, I'm excited.
Yeah. I'll definitely link it to you. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Let's see. When you do voice acting, when you do an audition, what do you find is the most challenging part of becoming the character that they describe to you?
Um, okay. I'm a really good overthinker. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Really about perspective. But I think I'm a really good overthinker. So when I'm in the booth, when I'm looking at the audition, I'm mainly worried that the story and the world that I'm creating doesn't match up with what the director is looking for and what context is already there. Because I do understand voice acting isn't always about your voice, it's about how you interpret the character. Your voice could be perfect, but if you're portraying her as angry when she's meant to be happy, you're gonna lose out.
Mm,
So I think the most challenging part for me is kind of feeling like I am getting the right context from the lines and I might still be off, and I try to do as many takes as possible, and I think that's another thing that's challenging. I end up doing like maybe a 30-minute audition session for something that should have taken like maybe 10-15 minutes.
mm.
It's just because I like really get in my head about what is happening in this story. How can I make it sound like my audition could be plopped into that and be fine?
Yeah. I mean, most of the auditions that tend to come to me is they have the lines written, they have a character description, and they sometimes have a picture of the character, and that can help sometimes because you can look at the picture and look at the personality and think, what sort of voice would they have? I mean, sometimes they will give you a direction to say, this is the sort of accent we're looking for. We want them to sound, say for example, one I did was we want them to sound like in a general American accent, and we want them to be sort of boisterous out there, but not a sort of raspy voice, but a sort of tough sounding, very loud, very, very confident. And that's when you kind of think, how can I? It says, how can I make them sound then? And then it kind of thinks, right. And then you look at the lines, and it can tell you this is how they're feeling in this line. And some what you do as well that say just the line, so you have to just assume maybe they're feeling that way. And one good way to overcome that is if they don't tell you how they're feeling, do 2 or 3 takes of the same line in each one as it goes down, but do them in different expressive ways. Like you could do one take where I'm overly happy, another take you could say I'm really angry or I'm emotional. You could just change it every time. And one way I found as well, you can work with accents too. Unless they have a specific accent, you can work with accents as well. One line I could be British, the next line I'm American, the next line I could be Russian. I don't know, And I say like the character doesn't have a voice, so take your pick. If it's good enough, take your pick. It's that sort of general idea.
Yeah, definitely. I've gotten like a little more confident in my British accent, so I have had a couple of auditions where I do it just regular American, and then I'll try and give it like a London British accent to the best of my ability. Shout out Emma Watson for teaching me.
Yeah.
But it definitely, I don't know, I do get a little worried sometimes, even with the accents, because what if I give them an idea
Hmm.
and then it's like, oh, I never thought about that. Not what I'm looking for, but that was cool. And then they, they scroll past.
um, I won't judge you. Do you mind if I have a listen to your British accent?
Oh, gosh, you touched it.
I won't judge you. You're still practicing it. I won't judge, honestly. I won't be offended.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I don't really have like a specific manner of diving into it. I just know I have to be a little more open when I'm speaking in a British accent. I know some T's are there, some are not. Um, you guys don't really say you say which is something that I kind of like have to learn to like pull it back. Um, what else was it? I know there's a line I had to do recently, and I listened to a Harry Potter clip, and I
Mm,
just had to like, I think it was okay, and I was like saying okay, but you guys go okay, okay,
yeah.
but it's not quite as like that's a little Australian. I feel like it's not quite British. Okay, I don't know. It's just weird how you have to pull it back, but that's it. I'm sorry. Was it good?
Yeah, I actually heard quite a bit of London in there. So yeah, it was quite good.
Yay, I'm
One of the
glad.
many London accents that there is over here. But yeah,
Yeah.
I could hear that. Yeah, you were very smooth. You sounded confident as you kept going. But yeah, definitely work on it because you're getting somewhere with that.
Okay, cool. Yay.
And also because I was gonna say when you said your first word, I did honestly think I really don't want to stop and say this is going Australian, but but you didn't, and I was very glad to hear that.
I watch Bluey too, so like it's in my brain. I try not to
Yeah,
do it.
I understand the confusion because Australia did come from British convicts being sent to an island, so it did colonise from Britain. So I can understand the confusion because the accents are a bit close.
Yeah, especially it's. I think the whole when they say water, which I don't even say water that way. I say water, but I know it's Then the British water, water,
Yeah,
and then
water is
some
like
shit
is
water,
it's like how Cockneys say it, like water, what
water.
water, bruv.
Oh, that was nice. I like that.
Give me a glass of water, bruv. So that's very inner. That's very inner city London.
Ah, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Um. But yeah, my accent, just so you know, is what is Northern British. It's a mix between. See, I can't define mine in particularly. It's like a mix between Yorkshire because my mum is from there, and also a bit of about a bit of the city I was brought up in. I won't dox myself, but it's a mix of
No, you're good.
it's a mix of that as well, and a bit of Yorkshire because my mum was from there and listening to her voice growing up and all that. So it kind of all mixes together. So I often turn around and go I just go Yorkshire and go it's a load of shite. When I get angry, my Yorkshire accent comes out, and then everybody's like, "Oh, hang
Oh
on."
my god. No, that's actually so funny because I spent a lot of time in New York growing up, which is so funny because Yorkshire, but anyway, and my boyfriend always says when I get angry, I turn New York, and I'm just like, what do you mean, bro? And he's like, just listen to yourself when you get angry. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not angry? And I'm like, oh yeah, I start like rolling my D's a lot. The A's turn into uhs. Like it's yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard to depict an accent sometimes. There's only a few I can do. I mean, I've got a range, but there's some that might say, "Oh, can you do this?" I'm like, I don't think I can actually, because I don't think I've ever tried.
Have you been like ever asked to do like an Austrian accent or something just like a little farther out from your country?
I have, yeah. I've been asked to try French, and I've tried German, and I've done Russian or Eastern European, things like that. I mostly like to do. See, German I'm still working on because I mix that with my French accent and it sounds off.
Oh,
So I'm still
interesting.
I'm still learning to put them apart a bit so it doesn't
Mm,
sound like I'm a French German. I was like, and then when you go German, you don't want to go to you don't if you try Austrian in particular, you don't want to go too deep on that, especially because they might say, "Oh, this character has a light Austrian accent." So if you do Austrian, like, don't overplay the words. For example, is what they're kind of trying to tell you.
gotcha.
I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, by the way.
No, you're all good. It's a conversation. I mean, it's a podcast. It's still a conversation. I'm very much enjoying this.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's the whole aim of this. I want you to have fun.
Yay! I'm having fun. I really am.
Now, I won't ask this question, or I could ask it again if you want me to, because I think you kind of answered this before. Your voice acting inspiration, which you did answer at the start, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely Ashley Johnson. Also Tara Strong. Once I looked into what she did and what she can do, she really, really inspired me. you know,
She's good at
kind
doing
of starts one thing.
little children voices as well.
Yes, oh my goodness. Bubbles. I was just watching the Powerpuff Girls because that's on Tubi now. That was like, oh man, I love that show. But yeah, hearing that. I know she did Hello Kitty. She was a kid when she did that, but still, I'm pretty sure if she wanted to, she could jump right back into that role
Oh,
and
I
be
think she
fine.
could, yeah. Oh, she also did Dill in Rugrats.
Yes, she did. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to try and mimic that to the dismay of my mom, but that was also a really good role. And Raven, of course, for what 23 years now, I think.
Yeah, I think she's still doing it now. I think in Teen Titans Go, as long as that's been going on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure they're somehow still trucking on.
She does Harley.
Um,
She does Harley Quinn sometimes as well.
yes, yeah. I know in the games, in I think some specific movies. I do know with like superhero material, they they really shake up their voice actors a lot, which I think is cool. But it
Mm.
does kind of like throw me off at times.
Oh yeah, I think I mostly, especially know her for like also she did Timmy Turner and she did Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I never actually watched My Little Pony that much, but I have like seen clips and I always know it's her when I hear it.
Yeah, you can always tell certain voice actors have such distinctive, memorable voices, and it's like you hear a character and you think, "Hang on, is that Tara Strong?"
Oh my goodness. Every time we hear Clancy Brown in something, me and my boyfriend were like, oh, that's him! That's Mr. Krabs! And it's like the
Yeah,
most amazing feeling ever.
yeah. It's like, have you ever played the game Detroit Become Human?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Yeah.
funny story about that. I was, I think, 13, if that, when it came out. And I hadn't really considered that Tom Kenny wasn't the only one who branched out from SpongeBob because I knew he was in Adventure Time, knew he was in all the previous Nickelodeon shows that he was on.
Mm.
So when I first watched it, and I'm looking at this man's face, it's his face, it's Clancy Brown, and I'm like looking at him like he looks and sounds so familiar, but he's saying the F word. That can't be Mr. Krabs. And then I Google it, and it is him. That was so like shocking to my middle school brain. I don't know why.
I mean, there's so many people who've shown the SpongeBob actors in like in different videos where they're swearing in different media that they've been in. And it says these characters, imagine them swearing.
I know it's crazy, and it's like Clancy Brown has a distinct enough voice, but like every time he gets angry in that game, I hear Mr. Krabs, and I'm like, he doesn't say that.
Yeah. That's true, yeah. Like when I said before, something comes out when you get your angry voice on, but yeah, I hear him going so gruff when he shouts. And it's like, I'm hearing Mr. Krabs. he
Talking in
just
a very different Krabs.
he just has less of the seafaring voice he puts on for the character, but you can hear it.
It's so interesting to me, and I guess he would also be another inspiration. Him and Tom Kenny, because I didn't think like Tom Kenny specifically. That SpongeBob voice has to be like grating. Like I know he's definitely mastered it, but like I can't imagine you can do that for very long. And the fact that he's able to keep up with it and then could go to Cartoon Network and be Ice King,
Mm.
like I don't know, it's just so wonderful to me. I need to learn that kind of control. That's like the goal.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they've got so many years of performance behind them. I bet they could teach you everything if they wanted.
Ah, if only.
I mean,
Oh my gosh, that's another person.
to have Tom
Um,
Kenny as a voice coach would be amazing.
ooh, that would be so cool. He should do that. Well, he probably has no time, but if he ever gets time, Tom, if you're listening, we pay for it. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be really good because I know a lot of voice actors do coaching if they've been doing it for a long time. Like Steve Bloom has voice acting classes that he does.
Yes. Oh my goodness. One day I want to just go to one class because that's my Wolverine, bro. He's in Valorant, which I love Valorant. Unfortunately, I know that game is brain damage, but I love it so much. I love it. It's so fun, and the voice actors in that game are all so amazing. Riot has such a good ear for voice actors. So if I
Mm.
could go to one of his classes and just be even just a smidgen of what he could be from that, oh, it'd be wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, it would be amazing to learn from like the big names, big veteran names. It'd be brilliant.
Hmm.
I mean, I'd love to learn from Steve Bloom, but again, it's the cost. The cost of it was quite a bit, which is fair enough because he's quite a big name. It's just affording it, but I would absolutely get some classes from him just to build my skill up more.
Hmm. Hmm. For sure.
But with the because I know you've not really been in much as of yet. But even in terms of doing comic voice acting that you've done,
Hmm.
what's the most favorite voice that you've done so far?
Um, my favorite. Oh, there was a comic. Oh man, I don't even know if it's still up anymore. But there was a comic that I did. There was this very kind Russian director that I worked with at one point, and he got this comic. And he was like, you know what? I want you to do both of the characters. I feel like you can do it. I was like, you feel like I can do it? He was like, yeah, I can totally do it. So we sat for like 2 hours and he taught me how to deepen my voice. And it is the lowest voice I've ever done. And that was probably my favorite performance to give because I didn't know I was capable of doing that.
Wow.
And like I said, I don't know if it's still up, but I have not been trained like that. And literally, it's just a guy that I knew because he was making like a Adventure Time fan game, and he just turned out to be one of the best voice directors I ever met. Dimitri, where are you? I miss you. You did really good.
Oh, I mean, when you meet that person who just gets you going and says you can do it, and I will prove to you you can do it because I will make you do it right now. That's when you think, oh wow, I had no idea.
I know it was so like just one physically doing it felt rewarding, but being able to also do exactly what he was looking for out of me. He created a voice that I had never done and I was able to match it like that. It was just a boost and like I can do this for real. Like I can voice act. It was so cool.
Yeah. So, what's the most was that? Would you say that was also the most memorable thing you did, or was there something a little more memorable that you would you'd like to mention or talk about?
I would say that probably the most memorable, yeah, just because of how impactful that was on my mentality. Because I definitely was kind of losing faith in myself. Not necessarily like faith in everything I could do, but I was starting to kind of accept that I'd just be in that young, high pitched range for my whole career. But once I did that, I was like, oh, I got it. But I'm trying to think if they're. Because I have done like a couple of comic dubs, but they weren't the most pressing of comic dubs. Definitely just kind of things that people wanted me to do so that they had something, which of course I liked helping out, but there was no direction for any of those. That was the only comic dub I was ever directed for. Oh wait, oh my gosh, I just lied. I'm so sorry.
It's
There
okay.
was a webtoon um fighting game therapist. I think fighting game community therapist. I did that about 2-ish years ago and I worked with one of my old teachers. He directed it, and we did the full webtoon. It was like probably 16 pages. So I got to actually do like a full-on conversation. It was like I said, 16 pages, and that was the first time I'd ever had to step into a character for that long. And I was actually pretty proud of it. I think it came out nice. That was a really good one. Also, the character looked like me, which I was so excited about. She had like the cutest little curly bun, and I did too. I was like, oh, hey, it's me. It was really cool.
It always helps when you find similarity to the character.
Mm-hmm.
It really
Especially,
helps.
yeah, with a black main character too, in that like setting. Like, I just would not have expected to see that. I was just so excited about it and really honored that he had approached me for it as well. Because I was like, whoa, you want me to do this? What did I do to deserve?
He definitely picked you because he definitely thinks you've got talent, and he felt, I think you can do this role spot on the way I'd love to be seeing it done. It's
Wow.
sometimes it is literally just that simple sometimes, but you know, it doesn't always go that way, sadly. It's not never that easy, but if it does, definitely look it up and take it if you want.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So when you're doing characters, if you don't know, I think I kind of mentioned how I do it earlier on. But how do you decide how the character should sound depending on the direction or what they look like?
So actually my method has changed up a little bit recently. Um, I've noticed I would kind of look at a character and jump to a stereotype. So, say if it's a character who's like got big muscles, I go, oh, they need to sound tough and rough. And
Hmm.
I kind of realize, what if they sound a little more mellow? You know, what if they're still tough, but they're calculated in it, not just jumping to what you would hear in an anime dub? I think that was initially what I did. So now I'm kind of approaching things from, if I saw this person at the dollar store, what would
Hmm.
they sound like to me? What voice would come out of their mouth? And doing that has really helped me kind of switch up the kind of voices that I'm actually been doing. Because I also notice a lot of my auditions, they don't sound the same emotion wise, but voice wise, a lot of them, like I kind of always like giggle at the end or start of something in the same exact way. It's musical in the same way, and I just didn't want to keep doing that because I know if I default to it, a lot of other people are probably defaulting to it. And that's not what casting directors are looking for. They're looking for a fresh take on it. Maybe they do have a stereotypical voice, but they don't want to hear that. So
Hmm.
I've definitely just been trying to think, if this were a real person, not in this fantastical setting, how would they sound?
Yeah. It's that. Yeah. It's that thought of um. What? Yeah. It's like you say. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the right words how to describe this. Um.
You're good.
It's like I get it. It's like you don't want to go stereotypical, and you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
go too out there with the voice. You want to have a sort of natural flow, but put a characterization in that natural flow. Like, are they dry witted? Are they sarcastic? Are they funny? Are they depressing? It's that it's that sort of decision making, really, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
sort of like, okay, so they're very straight talking, not cartoony at all. They're a bit depressing. You know, what would you do with that? And I'm like, well, I just sound really fed up. You know, I just don't really, you know. I just kind of go in that sort of direction.
No, it's okay. That hit my heartstrings. I don't know why.
I even do it when I'm not working. Wow.
Oh,
Oh
I need
dear
a
me.
virtual hug right now. I need to give you a hug.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
It's okay. That's another thing, like tapping into the emotion of what the character is doing. Like I have to figure it out, especially doing my demo reel, which despite everybody's warnings, I self-produced. That really forced me to figure out how to do a different voice, and if there's a character, what can they sound like without sounding like me? Because my first draft of it, everyone's like, "Oh, your emotions are really good, but it's just you for 90 seconds." I was like, "Oh,
Mm,
we got to do something about that." And then I sent it to those same people maybe about a month later because I really locked in and tried to like teach myself how to not only write the script, how I need to act in it, and then how to edit it and engineer it. And now everybody's like, "Whoa, you made this?" And I'm like, yeah, it was a lot of long nights. I stayed up, I think, until 7 a.m. the final night to finish it.
mm,
It got really intense, but just really switching it up and getting into that very specific of the character, because this is still a person. They may be fictional, but this is somebody who, whether it's written or not, has a history. So they're going to sound a very certain way that is unique to them.
yeah. So was the so when you try to put yourself in the character and you think, I need to feel how this character is feeling. So is that sort of the same idea as to how you feel like I can relate to them, I can feel the same way they do, and just really go for it.
Yeah, I've noticed with voice acting, method acting really works for me. It doesn't work for me on screen acting, which I also do. I don't think I mentioned that. But it's not as fun method acting in person because I fall out of it so quickly. But for voice acting, since it's just me in the booth, um, I really just kind of play out the scene I think is happening
Mm.
and get into it that way and just kind of sit in it. Like if I'm doing a British accent, I will try and stay British for at least like 7 minutes, like exactly. Because once I'm in the flow of it, I can't fall back into American as easily. And it's the same with any emotional beats I need to hit. There was one audition, the character was like mourning somebody who had just passed in her arms. And she is like detached, but she's also being told commands at the same time. And so I just kind of, like I said, acted out that whole sequence of seeing this person that you look up to, just passing and having to hold them, and somebody is shouting at you to like save everyone else's lives.
Mm.
And I just kind of sat in it for, I want to say 10 minutes. And I got my little tear stick to kind of like help me get those tears going. And then I did at least, think 3 takes before I actually did the takes that I planned on sending. Because even then, I'm like, I have to be in this moment. If I am not in this booth sobbing, I'm not doing this moment justice. So yeah, I guess I get pretty extreme at times.
Yeah, no, that's good because it shows you really going into the role, and that's what a lot of directors would really ask you to do. Just like really feel it, be in the moment, because then they get the take that they want.
Yeah. I did get a call back for it, but they did go a different way. But I mean, I still was happy even to be considered because it's like I still did what I sought out to do at least. Because even then, I don't think I send every audition expecting to be cast, but I do at least look for some type of like, we're not picking you, but you still did something that was cool. Like I like that casting call club has upvotes.
Mm.
Um, and I like the short list. I love the short list feature because that always gives me a little pick me up. Like, it's okay, I didn't get it, but this is just one rejection closer to an acceptance. And, it makes me pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean sometimes the shortlist is them not quite decided, but think, I'm considering you, and that
Yeah,
that really keeps you going, keeps you motivated.
absolutely. Absolutely. It's so, so cool. I'm glad they added that.
Yeah, it really does help. But they also added the rejection one, as disheartening as it can be. At least you know.
Yeah, that's something I kind of tussle with because seeing it, I do prefer to be told that I did not get a role instead of kind of wondering and then finding out just by happenstance. So like as disheartening as it could be to see, it's still closure.
Exactly. Um. So, is there any characters that you have done or are doing right now that you really love voicing?
Um, I do have a character who is a kid. I am under NDA, so I don't know how much I can say.
It's
um,
probably best to, yeah, not say too much, just a little bit
yeah.
if you're under NDA. Yeah.
Yeah, I can say that I do like the voice that it requires me to put on, and I enjoy the energy that I can throw in. She's an extreme, like literally a ball of energy. So every time I'm in this booth, I have to be like, I kind of like jump in place to like get my heart rate up
Yeah.
and be able to push out all of that, youthful energy that I need to. That's, oh, so sorry, I hit my mic. That's a really fun character for me though. Otherwise, there's a comic dub that I'm actually working on with some friends, and it's of a manga that I came across, and it's kind of like Smiling Friends, but it's more animeified, if
Mm.
that makes sense.
Anime Smiling Friends
And
would
the
be very interesting.
yeah, it's really really cool. I love it. And the character in that, she's like kind of a, she's not bossy, but she's definitely like an absent-minded manager, but she
mm.
still has the best of intentions, and she's just so in, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think, but she really just puts her all into whatever she's doing. And like when they get into a fight, she's like still kind of quipping, but she's like really fighting, and I just think that's so cool. And I have a lot of fun going through her lines because it's just like I feel like I'm in an action film every time I do it.
I mean, I do remember when you mentioned about the jumping and things like that. There was actually a technique that I was taught about doing that because he said if you're doing a character that's out of breath or things like that, so it's like maybe do a few jumps, maybe jog for a couple of minutes, just get your heart racing, and then when you lean in, you'll be out of breath, so it'll flow naturally to you. So you'll be going.
Yeah.
He said, and put the acting in your out of breath voice, and it'll all just flow.
Yeah, it's so fun. I know for crying scenes, I kind of got now this might not be good, so I'm not advising anybody to do this, but I do like just kind of shorten my breaths to get into that like that you need to do when you're like trying to speak while crying,
Yeah.
and that's always really fun to me.
Oh, definitely. I absolutely love just like right. It's like when I do auditions, I'm doing a character one voice and they go like, "You've got to be happy and excited," and then the sudden next line that you audition is, "You have to be really sad," and it's like, "Come on."
And then they absolutely have specified it needs to be an ABC ABC, so it's like you can't even fake it, bro.
Yeah, so you've got to like make sure that the next time you do it, wait, how did I voice it the first time? Okay, oh god, do it like this instead, because it's like you've got, because part of that is showing your range and showing the idea of what emotions can you use to say this line in particular. It's kind of like a challenge in itself, which I suppose is what the audition's testing you on, really.
No, yeah, definitely, and it's very very smart when they do that.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it pulls the people who may need a little more training from those who are pretty good to go. Because I don't think anybody's like at a perfect level. I think everybody has like strengths and weaknesses, you know?
Mm.
But I think asking the actor to do that can also help them self evaluate. Okay, I didn't get sad enough or angry enough for this line. So let me kind of take a step back and work on that so that next time I can, deliver.
Oh, definitely. It's always a challenge, whether it's an audition or not, but it's a challenge I always welcome completely. Um, Now, like I say, you've not been in it long, but how would you what inspire somebody who says, "I want to be a voice actor, but I don't know what to do, where to start"? How would you direct them how would you put them in a step in the right direction, should I say?
I'm so glad you're asking this because I actually have like three people who I'm supposed to recruit for voice acting. Um, I, I really would just say start at YouTube. Wholeheartedly start with YouTube. There is so much that you can learn. May I selfish or shamelessly plug Brizzy Voices? Yes, I'm going to because I think Anna is a great stepping stone. She taught me a lot. Obviously, teaches others a lot. She has a great catalog of voice acting related videos, and even just like fun videos that you can kind of pull from and learn from. So definitely start at YouTube, and from there, look into coaching. I would say as soon as you can, look into coaching because you have to get. There's very, very, very basic stuff that isn't on YouTube, unfortunately. Um, and getting that from somebody who knows what they're doing, has been doing it for a while, it's like I said, just very little things that you wouldn't really think are important. But once you learn why we do it, it makes all the difference in your performances. So, yeah, get coaching, check YouTube, and then get on Twitter or Instagram, whichever you prefer. Blue Sky even has them, and look for auditions and just kind of throw your hat in the ring, even if it is not the highest standard that you want it to be. Everything is practice, and practice is like your best friend. All you can do is practice every time. Even Ashley Johnson and Ashley Birch and everybody, when they're auditioning, they're also practicing, they're getting better. So if you aren't recording, if you're not reading something, go audition. Even audition if it's not going to be sent in because at the very least you're getting that experience. You're learning what you can do, what you can't do, how to be comfortable in it. And just really falling into it naturally. So yeah, YouTube, what was the other thing? Coaching, and check social media as much as you can.
Yes, absolutely. So it's where it all stems from. And I found another method as well of how to practice your range. When you're not recording, you can do improv as well. You can practice improv in the same way. One thing I was told to do was make up voices for things. Like, for example, if you've got like a pet at home, like a cat or a dog, I've like followed them around and then maybe do a voice for them. And when they do certain things, where it's like, what would they be saying right now when they're doing this? Oh, they're scratching their ear. What would they say? Oh, that's nice. Just a little and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I can scratch all day. I used to do that to my cat all the time. He was one of the most predictable little things in the world, and he helped me so much with my improv just by watching him. And there's times as well, like you can be like when you're out and out in the street. Say if you sat on a bench, what I do sometimes, because I'll just talk with somebody, and sometimes we'll just sit down on a bench and chat, and then we'll see these pigeons all hanging around. And we'll do like these pigeon watches where we'll say like, oh, what are they doing? And you see like a pigeon following this female one around and saying, oh, hello, you want to be my mate? You want to be my mate? and she keeps walking away. So you're like, no, not interested. Go away. So you like think, what would they be saying? It's that sort of idea. It's good for improv and it's good for like voices as well, I think.
I definitely, just to piggyback off of that, I used to do a lot of kind of, I guess it's dialogue practice, which is great because we're usually the only ones, speaking. And I'd speak to my cats a bunch. I would have full on conversations with them and like kind of just fill in their responses. And I think that's really helped me a lot with speaking to nothing because realistically, they're just going to give me a dirty look and walk away. They're not going to tell me off. But definitely just like mindlessly speaking to them, having conversations with them, it really helps out with being in here. And I have the director, telling me what to do, or I don't have a director telling me what to do. I can still kind of fill in those gaps because I talk to my cats.
Yeah, cats are the best. They're always the best to have a talk with. They just look at you, they don't judge you, they're just perfect little things. I mean, we don't deserve cats, they're just beautiful.
I think mine judge me, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I think sometimes they plot against you as well. Mine used to, but...
Oh my goodness, this is so funny. I love this story. There's this one time I got home from school, and my cat Boston, I think he is just like me and has ADHD, because there's no way he runs around and hits his head on a door and is fine. Like, I don't understand it.
Oh.
But this one day I got home from school and I sat down on my couch. I was like laying on it, like my knees were on the ground, but my arms were on the couch. I'm just sitting there on my phone. He runs up, stops, smacks me in the face, and runs away. I'm like, what did I do?
Oh. It's like, what were you thinking just now to do that?
He's just a little troll. I love him though. He's so cute.
I mean, he could have run up and gone, that's for sending me to the vet.
Oh my gosh, wait. If that was around the time we took him to the vet. Because he did pee on me on the car ride. That was well, for lack of a better term, he was pissed.
Yeah. He knew where you were going. He knew.
Yeah, oh. Boston. I gotta give him a...
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a shame they don't understand. We take them to the vet because we love them.
I know. It's like, you'll feel better. Although, they did have to get neutered.
Oh, that's probably why you did it.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness, we have an orange cat, Halo, and he got neutered, and they said he immediately woke up and he was the most active cat ever. And I'm like, is he good? Like, what do you mean he woke up and was fine? Like, he just had no reaction. That kid is a tank. That cat, he's not a kid.
Yeah. Oh, we see them as kids sometimes because they sometimes behave like children, especially when they get rowdy.
Yes, oh, absolutely. They're kids, bro. That one Halo, he does backflips, like just casually does backflips. I don't understand it, but sure, dude.
We will never understand cats, but that's why we love them. Oh,
Yes, it's like the
sorry, I didn't mean to
around
interrupt.
them. No, you're good. I was just saying they have like a mysterious energy around them that really pulls us in.
Yeah, very mysterious. That's why they have those eyes. They're always watching.
They are
Never,
beautiful, beautiful.
never know what they're thinking, but they're always there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna start wrapping up soon, but for before we do, if you wanted to say a bit more about what else you do that's not voice acting related, anything you're interested in and stuff like that.
Oh, sure. I'm really into. I'm doing screen acting. We just had a screening of one of our short films yesterday. Got a couple of nominations for some awards. That was fun. Yeah, I've done screen acting for. I guess it's about a year now. I've started. I got a Best Acting nomination in fall for a horror film that we did.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun. I had to like run around in the woods. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. um, it was really cool to do that. So I definitely love screen acting. That's something that hopefully I can do in tandem with voice acting forever. I like drawing a lot. I always have loved being an artist. I was the art kid in my family, so I had those really big art kits that they would just give me for Christmas because it's the only thing they knew I was into. Um, oh, excuse me. I've moved on to digital art now. So I've been working on that, curating that. Video games. Obviously, I'm a huge gamer. I stream here and there. I won't plug it because my PC is broken. So whenever I get that back working, though, I will be back to streaming. But video games will always be, I think, my number one comfort because there's just so much that a game can offer you, dude. I love it. I just finished God of War 2018. I'm scared to play Ragnarok because I know it's gonna be hard, but that was a really rich story. Obviously, I love playing Switch games. Tomodachi Life is coming out, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
What else do I do? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like, oh, I produce music. That's another thing that I do. Like I mentioned, my family was in the music industry, so I've grown up around producers, singers, just general musicians, and I've kind of gotten into producing on FL Studio. I can sing. I don't really like sharing my singing, but I can do it. And music definitely is also something that really will always just be within me. I can't detach myself from it. So yeah, producing music is a lot of fun. If I can get anybody to try something new, it would be produce a song, please, if you can. Even if it's bad, like just make some drum patterns, get some strings in there, and just I don't know, see what you can do because you can really express yourself through instrumentals alone in a way that people I don't think really realize all the time. Um, yeah, I just absolutely cannot promote that harder. It's so fun.
I mean, I've always enjoyed music myself, and I can sing, but I'm kind of out of practice with it. But I would like to try and get back into it when I can.
Mm. No, yeah, it's so fun. It's just like just to sit there and hoot and holler. Like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I do miss it honestly. But yeah, I mean, wow, there's a lot of music definitely going on. That's honestly really impressive because I don't know many people musically.
Oh, really?
No.
Hmm. I can get you well versed because I really do think we need like more, especially in the time now with all the AI music coming out.
Mm.
We need people creating music as much as possible because I I cannot stand AI music. Like you could just make this in like 20 minutes in a studio.
Mm.
It's okay. It won't be that hard. We can all we have iPads and Samsung tablets. We have so many things at our discretion. And guess what, guys? Not everything is behind a paywall. Some stuff is free. Some stuff if you're really smart, it's free. Um, you can do anything in this age. So just create if you can. Be human. Enjoy, you know, letting yourself be just throughout any creative form, even if it's not music, if it's art, if it's acting. Just be creative. Enjoy life. Please.
Yeah.
If you paint, can you paint like landscapes? Like, I don't know. Just love life.
Yeah, just practice, be creative, build your brain up, because AI's not going to build your brain up, so only you can do that. So go do something. Yep. I mean, oof.
And read a book. Let's
Oh,
start reading, guys.
yes. Yes, so start reading, because there's a lot less of that now. It's kind of scary, so yes, keep building your brains up and pick a book up. Even if it's a digital book, read something, you never know. But libraries are disappearing. Take advantage of the library. Yes, definitely.
Yes, they are. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's happening. Like, why libraries? They've always been you can voice act in libraries. I don't think people realize that, but there's a lot of libraries, at least in America, that have recording booths. You can go to the library for anything. Support your local library, please.
Oh, I had no idea they had vocal booths in libraries. The ones in Britain certainly don't. It's just the closest we've got to a booth is children sit down and somebody will read to you. That's the closest we've got. Children's story corner. We don't really have any booths or anything. That's just about it, really. It's just books, computers, story corner. That's it.
We gotta promote that over there, especially because Britain has so much talent. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love your television shows. Oh my gosh, I love a good British television show. Like the acting ability and capability over there is insane. I don't know if you watch Skins, but the fact that that TV show was made up entirely of people under the age of 18 and almost everyone in that show is an amazing actor now. Like it's just like you guys are made to be in the industry and it's wonderful. Thank you for existing.
Oh, well, I didn't have anything to do with them, but no, it comes from my country, so thanks.
No,
Oh.
you're a part of it. You are also amazing what you do. That is you got me to almost cry earlier. With that sad voice you did, that was so good. Like, I don't know what's in your water, but you guys are doing great over there.
Oh, dear me. Oh, best not to ask what's in our water right now. Ooh, could be anything. Could be
Oh
anything.
no, it's the beans and toast. That's what it is. It's the
Yeah,
calories.
well,
In
I
the
do, I do,
brain.
I do enjoy it. I do enjoy that. Yeah, I do enjoy it on the odd occasion.
That seems to be a common name here.
Yep.
Well, I gotta try it. I'm a little scared, but I kind of trust you guys. I don't know.
Oh, it is good. It is really good. Just make sure it's baked beans, because it will not work otherwise. Definitely, you have to only make sure it's
Okay,
the right ones.
baked beans, like Bush's baked beans, or like is it like a different kind? Because I can't imagine it's the same baked beans we have.
Oh no, we have. I don't know if you have Heinz over there. I think, don't you?
We do, yeah.
Yeah, we often have Heinz is like a top favorite. There's also like Branston and I don't know. There's loads of baked bean companies, honestly, that I probably don't even know about, but they're the main two that I know. But no, Heinz is the top one out of what people get, as far as I'm aware. But yeah,
All right, I have the Google tab open now. Thank you.
there you go. Definitely give it a go. It's filling, and it is very nice to have, especially if you're on the run, you need something quick to eat that'll keep you filled up for a while. Definitely go for it. It's a favourite among college students, I will say.
Oh, need that right now. Thank you.
Definitely. Right, okay, so this was honestly a very, very lovely time. I really enjoyed talking with you.
Thank you so much for having me. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and you have set a very, very high standard because this is just wonderful. So thank you so much for this experience. I really, really appreciate it.
No, it's no problem. Here's to plenty more podcasts in the future.
Hey, if you ever want me back, say my first Emmy. If that happens, no, it will happen. Not if. I have faith.
Yep,
When it happens, you can have me.
Yep. Gotta keep positivity. Absolutely. Right, well, everybody, thanks for listening in. And thank you so much to I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Calista? I don't want to say it wrong.
Yes, yes.
It's Calista. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad I said that correctly. I always want to make sure I say things right. But yep, thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavours.
Thank you. Same to you. Hopefully we can work on something together too, because I would love to be matched up with you. Especially your voice is so smooth. Oh my gosh, that's what I wanted to say. You remind me. I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones, but Catelyn Stark. You remind me so much of her, just voice wise. And Catelyn is. ah, she has such a great voice. She's so smooth. I love her.
I was like, oh, thank you. That means a lot, actually. Oh wow.
Yay!
Oh, okay. I'll revel on that for a while.
Yay!
All right.
Awesome.
But yeah, thanks for coming in, and see you all later, everybody. Bye.
Bye.